assume that all of us are completely on board with interdimensional time travel by this point?
I've been around a lot longer than you, boy. Back at Broken Arrow, we wrote the book on interdimensional time travel. It wasn't a very good book. Too many inaccuracies. But we still wrote it.
I'm fairly certain those uniforms are not politically correct, even for reanimates.
Moist! It's colder in here than a witch's tit in a brass bra.
Okay, okay. No need to get testy. I think we all learned some valuable lessons about teamwork on our last, adventure.
Adventure? Rustman ain't on no adventure. Rustman's trying to stay alive. Man, how can a boy with as many fancy words as you pick such a bad one to describe the shit we've been dealing with?
Well, should be something of use in the boathouse. Nets, warmer clothes, frozen fish sticks. Not good. Not good! Cave walls closing in! Oh, which is worse, the cold or the reanimates? Facts are facts. We are at the mercy of forces we cannot control. So far, Stuhlinger's friend has at least kept us alive. I suggest we attempt to construct this Garthan device as he has requested.
Rushman? More like Rushman.
They're here! Just like I dreamt of it! They're here! And we both want the same thing! Good work! I can finally go where I am needed! The day has finally arrived!
Hail, fellow well met! Whew. Guess I should climb that spiral staircase. Uh-oh, that reanimate is looking downright incendiary. Yeah, we need a better name for this class of weapon than tactical rifle. May I suggest Marlton rifle? To say a shotgun isn't precise would be an understatement. Some of us would rather a scalpel than a machete.
Insta-kill!
Nikolai here. I will try to help with search for a Garthan device. For now, keep looking.
You're welcome to take my spot down here, Mr. Nikolai.
Statistically speaking, this is probably my ideal weapon. Now, to keep from becoming another statistic,
I was never much for pushing a broom. A trench broom, on the other hand. Here comes the deadhead shock troops. Yeah.
Hard to keep fighting without your head, isn't it?
Well, what do you know? Little man hit that one right in the head.
Fight on, my new friends. Work with our comrade in Lighthouse. He is most ingenious.
An ally on sight and one overhead, as it were. I'm liking my chances more and more.
Fetch me their souls!
Here, boy. Rustman has a nice surprise for you.
I got this for real.
Max ammo!
It appears as if the ship burst from within. What exactly are we up against here? The Rustman Special! Ugh, I swear my IQ drops 20 points when I fire this thing. In a more just and equitable world, men with an arm strength deficit, like me, would always get an SMG. Ah, the SMG. The quintessential lightweight chatterbox. Which is also what Dillinger once called me.
Sometimes a shotgun blast is the next best thing to a real explosive.
Cold. Funny how you're a pistol is meant as a compliment, but getting one from the box feels like an insult. Do you ever feel guilty, Russ? You worked for Broken Arrow. They were into some strange things. Things that may have contributed to Earth's current instability.
Current instability? We've been bouncing around the world so fast for so long, Rustman ain't had time or place to get his darn head on straight.
Plays well with others, said none of my report cards ever, but it's never too late to start. nothing subtle about that. Well, let me help you get your head straight. As they sought to exploit hitherto unknown elements, Broken Arrow conducted a series of illegal and highly immoral experiments upon human test subjects.
I know Rustman's brain may be a little frazzled around the edges, but don't you ever dare question my character, my morality.
Can't stay in this water long without becoming a Marlton sickle. Mother always wanted me to be a surgeon.
Just looking at them stairs makes my knees hurt.
The venerable shotgun, proud descendant of the blunderbuss. Hail, fellow, well met.
My back ain't what it used to be, but I reckon I can lug around this beauty. With regards to Broken Arrow, Rustman walked out of that cursed place and he ain't never looked back. Unless someone or something makes him.
Oh, how convenient. You deny all responsibility for the social chaos and destruction wrought by an organization you, yourself, profited directly from? You, Rustman, are one of the bad guys.
Bonus points!
Enjoy your bisected jugular! Not to put too fine a point on it. Get it? That floating energy looks mighty peculiar. Try touching it, Stuhlinger. What if this were all just a soda company taste test? With zombies. As the saying goes, any port in a storm. These are not standard shipping containers, not even remotely. Dare I surmise their cargo was alive? Or at least undead? The ship's name, Tagarin. It's the name of a Russian demon. What? I've read a lot of mythology. A knife shouldn't make me feel safe, but this one does. Oh, here come our four-legged friends! Sorry, but this called for more than a rolled-up newspaper.
Max ammo! This man's seen this before. It's the element, the crazy stuff, whatever you want to call it. It's what makes us mad, makes us point on each other.
Yeah, what are you talking about, Russman? You literally and figuratively make no sense. I decapitate reanimates.
Mister, teach you that, little man?
Not really what I was hoping for. Anyone else want it?
Oh yeah, Russman lies. Yes, he does.
Finally, a rifle for the discerning gentleman with a horde of flesh eaters to deanimate.
Double points!
Not for me, but no sense letting it go to waste.
Calm down, Martin. We gonna be okay. Listen to Russman. He knows what he's talking about. And even if he don't, he'll say it with a whole lot more truth than anyone else.
Okay, Russman, that makes sense. Off with their heads.
God damn! Martin blew his head clean off. I may be old and slow as Christmas, but Russman always gets in the last lick.
not dismissed by the unworthy. A sniper rifle is the apex, nay, the zenith of lethal weapons. What kind of beach doesn't have a lifeguard stand? That's just negligent. Muzzle velocity, 4,000 feet per second. Rate of fire, 700 rounds per minute. Marlton rating? 7 out of 10.
This sure is some weird and crazy shit.
Well, color me surprised and relieved.
Russ Van wants an upgrade. Snap it.
Time out, reanimates, just for a few seconds.
I keep expecting warm cookies to pop out of this thing. Cookies. What's cooking? Firepower, that's what.
I can't tell if I'm shivering from cold or trembling with fear. It's a thin line. Ooh, maybe if I put my shirt in, it'll spin out a winter coat. How in the name of Sir Isaac Newton does this mechanism work?
Expensive, but hey, you get what you pay for. All right, Gun, you're getting a promotion.
Hypothermia setting in.
Guess you was using that brain.
Nice shot, Russman. Take care not to slip on the residual brain matter. Instant craniectomy!
Hey, Mr. Know-It-All. Nice headshot, but don't stop getting cocky. This gun's gonna be useless when there's nothing left inside it.
Fetch me their souls!
Oh, I get it! Fetch! Because they're dogs! Euthanized, bitch! Warm up somehow. Melt the ice.
Double